What's up? Peace, peace, peace. Your boy G Consciousness out here. We out in this snow. We heading up to Kansas City right now, just past through Columbia, Missouri. Roads is icy, but as you can see, I'm still chopping. We rolling, right? We doing 55, you know. This is just a test run, just to see how this work, how this live work, you know, live YouTube stream, you know. I've been trying to try it out for a minute. I done had the phone for about 5 months and ain't got a chance to really use it. You know, didn't know how to use it. I had to set some stuff up. So now that I know how to use it, I'm gonna get it in, you know. We're gonna do it over the road just as well. I think for the most part, you know, looking at the network is cool because I'm traveling in and out, different signals. Signal may be fading a little bit, but for the most part, hopefully it'll come out and look good, you know. Let me see what we want to deal with today. A couple things went down yesterday, you know, in the back chat with the back chat boys, you know, for the most part. But it wasn't nothing that G-Con couldn't handle, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people have bad logic, you know. I think that because we've been oppressed by white supremacy, you know, it causes them to have bad logic and bad reasoning, you know, within the community, you know, just as well on an international basis, just as well. And so we have to know when to decipher, or how to decipher on how to deal with certain these people with bad logic, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's very important. Most of these people, they don't have a, they can't really judge, they have a bad judging mechanism, you know, and I think that they shouldn't be privileged to be judges or to judge certain situations because they have a biased standpoint, and already because of the oppression, their minds is already affected by, you know, a biased standpoint. You know, some people are black supremacy, so they don't deal with white people overall. You know, my thing is I am totally against any supremacy groups for the most part. You know, I realize that there is one race, and that is the human race, whether or not we like it or not. You know, we can try to put genetic spins on it, mutations on it, but at the same time, you know, we still really want people. I think that for the most part, we have to govern in ourselves. Our how do you say it? Our conscience, you know, which is a faculty that's embedded in us, and we have to do those things with written standards. You know, keep those written standards so we won't reason with a lot of things that's in our mind when our faculty or when this conscience is seared. So this is something that should be installed in us or embedded in us. And I think for the most part, a lot of our conscience is seared. We say that we are aware to what is good and evil, but we got bad judgment. You know, we stick up for people when we know they wrong, when we know they wicked, just because we cool with them. When in reality, we should be talking to people and letting them know, hey, what you're doing is not right. How you're living is not right. You know, you got most people that want to smoke all day, party all day, have sex all day, you know, and then want to get on here and say they conscience. Half of them don't take care of their kids, you know, so we got a lot to do with clean up within our neighborhoods just as well. And I think that we're not taking that in consideration. You know, when you got the Amara Squad, you got Team Osiris, and you got these conscious people that say they conscious out here, But in reality, what they're doing is they're how do you say it? They're giving some information, but they're not dealing with the moral conditions or the stance that we should be dealing with that's in our communities. It's causing our communities to be areas of wickedness. You know, a lot of tragic things is going on in our areas. We just had in St. Louis where a young lady that was 14 years old was shot in the back of the head. You know, this was yesterday. So, you know, people are not expected to live long now due to the fact of gun violence, you know, due to the fact of black on black crime just as well. You know, the majority of the crime that's going on in our communities is due to the fact of black on black crime. So that's something we definitely got to clean up. Drug activity that's in our communities. If you say that you love somebody or you say that you love your people, then these are issues that we have to address. And I think that we're not addressing those issues. We don't have no integrity among each other, so therefore we can't link up and do business with each other or promote businesses because there's no integrity in the community. No one can trust no one. And then when you do give somebody the business or somebody who is black owned and you do business with them, you know, either they open up their business late, either they start late, you know, they don't do the job properly. I'm pretty sure that people that's in the community have faced the same situations just as well, you know. So these are things that is not foreign to our community. You know, like I say, you know, if you say that you're somebody's friend, you're supposed to deal with their issue. You know, if they got a problem and you roll with them, or they got a booger in their nose, you're supposed to tell them, hey, bro, straighten your tie up. Get the booger, clean your face up. Get the booger out your nose. And we don't do that. We take pleasure in our friends or in our people's wickedness, whether they friends or family. We take pleasure in it. And we shouldn't take pleasure in it. Or sometimes we don't even speak on it, when we should speak on those things. Because half of the people rob, steal, do a lot of things and then run to your house and endanger your family. So if they was your friends or they was your loved ones, they wouldn't endanger your family due to the fact of they can't do what needs to be done. You know, and we have we have to discern a lot of, we have to have sharp discernment to discern a lot of these situations. What situation that we can deal with and situations that we can't deal with, you know? So a lot of that is important, you know? Excuse me. For the most part, you know, it's important. And I think that we don't take those things in consideration. Sharp discernment is very important, especially when you're dealing with people that always got an excuse. You have to be able to discern what these people are dealing with early on. Can you help these people early on? Can they be trusted? You know, if you need to go to these people for help, just as well. And we're finding that there is no trust in the communities at all. You know, people talk about we need to come together. When you got most of the gangs that was built on communities, as far as the Bloods, the Crips, the GDs, the Vice Lords, all of these gangs, the Black P Stones, whether you run up under the 6 or the 5, or you 2s or you 4s, all of these gangs, right? Which I used to run up under the 5 because I was a Blood, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these gangs did not start off as insane gangs, just running wild and active gangs. Organized communities, basically, you know, to fight against white supremacy or to fight against any type of things that was in the community that needed to be addressed or taken up out of the community. Where it got to the point to where they started fighting each other in actuality. You know, fighting over money, all of those things took place. But for the most part, we know that those things was built upon trying to better the communities and coming together. So they had some trust that was built there. Now there's no trust that's built there in these communities. And a lot of these things, a lot of these, I don't really want to call them gangs back then, but they was units back then. A lot of these units was basically units to help the people, feed the people before they went insane. Now it's just like everything is about the cash, the dollar flow. No one can trust anybody because people will sell out or infiltrate the people due to the fact of the dollar flow. You know, got Israel Doctrine calling me here, so I don't know how it plays out, but this is just a rolling. Like I say, it's snowing out here. I'm still rolling. It's icy out here, you know. Praise be to the Most High. You know, I keep it safe out here, you know. Making home to my babies and also making home to my loved ones. The ones who, you know, are divine connections. The ones who I keep working for so I can be able to help out. The worst thing is when somebody needs your help and you don't have the money to help them. The first thing we need to do is, in our communities, is keep a job, keep some money flowing in. You know, always keep some money flowing in so you can help people out. You know, if you're not doing full-time ministry out here, talking to the people, whatever the case may be, keep some money in your pocket so you can help people out. The worst thing that's worse about a person that needs, a person that don't have something, is when a person come to you and they ask you for help and you can't give it to them. That hurts. That hurts me personally. You know, if somebody come and ask me for something, I can't help them out, especially when I know they good people and they trying to do what they got to do out here. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't trying to take advantage of people. So with that being said, you know, that's basically, it's going to be dark here, so there's not really too much I can do on here anytime longer. But I will be trying to, on a daily basis, do a couple of shows if I can, 15-minute segments.